In the summer of 2025, a decades-long shadow conflict between Iran and Israel erupted into open warfare. What began with covert cyber attacks and proxy battles suddenly spiraled into a full-scale confrontation with devastating regional consequences. This is the story of the Iran-Israel War of 2025, how it started, what happened, and what it means for the future of the Middle East. The first open strike came on June 13th. Israel launched Operation Rising Lion, a surprise wave of precision air and drone strikes targeting key Iranian nuclear and missile facilities in Isfahan and Natanz. The Israeli government claimed the operation was a preemptive strike to halt Iran's progress toward a nuclear weapon. According to Israeli intelligence, Iran was only weeks away from enriching uranium to weapons-grade levels. Iran responded swiftly and forcefully. On June 14th, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC, launched a barrage of over 100 ballistic and cruise missiles into Israel. Targeting cities like Tel Aviv, Haifa, and key air bases in the Negev desert, Iran declared the attacks as legitimate defense against Zionist aggression. Israel's Iron Dome and David's Sling missile defense systems intercepted many of the incoming projectiles, but not all. Civilian casualties, though minimized, shocked the Israeli public. Schools were shut down, daily life ground to a halt. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu declared a state of national emergency and ordered further retaliatory strikes deep into Iranian territory. But this war didn't stay between Israel and Iran for long. Iran activated its network of regional proxies. Hezbollah began launching rockets from southern Lebanon, while the Houthis in Yemen fired drones at Israeli shipping in the Red Sea. Iraqi Shiite militias attacked U.S. bases, forcing Washington to deploy naval assets to the Gulf and evacuate non-essential personnel. The international community called for immediate de-escalation. The United Nations held emergency sessions, but the Security Council was deadlocked. The United States, while supportive of Israel's right to self-defense, pushed for a ceasefire, fearing a wider regional war. Russia and China condemned Israel's initial strike, warning that continued aggression could destabilize the global oil market. As Israel intensified strikes, targeting oil fields and military infrastructure, Iran's economy, already struggling under sanctions, began to collapse further. Power outages and fuel shortages spread across the country, but Iran's leadership remained defiant. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei vowed the Zionist entity will pay a heavy price. Meanwhile, Israeli society was deeply shaken. Though there was strong public support for self-defense, anti-war protests erupted in Tel Aviv. Reservists were called up in the tens of thousands, and the nation braced for the possibility of a protracted conflict. After nearly 3 weeks of escalating strikes and growing international pressure, a fragile ceasefire was brokered by Oman and Turkey. The truce halted major combat operations, but left many questions unresolved. Neither side admitted defeat and both claimed victory. The human cost was staggering. Over 2,000 dead, tens of thousands displaced, and cities scarred by bombings. Families on both sides mourned loved ones, while the world questioned how close we had come to a broader Middle East war. The Iran-Israel War of 2025 was more than a military conflict. It was the culmination of years of tension, mistrust, and failed diplomacy. As the dust settles, one thing is clear: peace in the Middle East remains as elusive and as essential as ever. History is happening now. If you like the video, subscribe for more in-depth breakdowns of world events.